Okay, well, I'm back. I skipped a day on my since the last day I worked on the ASRock. I had to do a bunch of stuff. I got a terrible itch down there on my back. Had to do a bunch of stuff that ended up taking so long. I just went to bed when I was done. So I decided to do a couple of things to figure out what's going on, what's wrong with it. There's something wrong with the ASRock. I think. I'm not sure. Well, I did. I did complete the first DNF updates on Fedora 26 without any trouble. So I'm going to boot it back up to Fedora 26. And what I'm going to do, I turned it on. I hit the button over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run Mem Test on it. And just to make sure, the memory tests out good. If it tests out bad, then it still could be the power supply causing it. And I just remembered last night or this morning that I think I have some more memory that would work in this machine. Some 533 megahertz. I think it's two 512 sticks. Oh, it's only two 512 megabyte sticks, I think. But if this memory gets errors, I could put some good memory in it. Known good. I know it's all right. There's never had any trouble with it. Came out of another machine that, the memory wasn't a problem. And, yeah, I think that's what they are. And, anyway, it should work. It's DDR2. I remember that. And, put it in there. Oh. I was like, wait. I should be seeing that Fedora by now. Well, no, you're not going to see it until you change your KVM switch over. I was getting my password out and all that stuff and not paying attention. It wasn't quite booted up yet. Looks like, just in time. Okay, let's see. Looks like the video's the wrong size. Maybe it'll fix itself when I log in. If it don't, I'll have to reboot. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't on this KVM switch. We'll see. Sometimes it doesn't see the monitor because it doesn't see the widescreen monitor. It sees the emulated VGA monitor is what it sees. So I may not be able to get it. It won't even. That's the networking. It won't even allow you to. Let's look in the displays and see if it'll allow you to set it. It may. 1024 by 768. It will allow you to change it, looks like. 1920 by 1080, let's see. Some systems you can't change it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to want. I'm going to hit Identify Displays. Hand Star Display. It's not a hand star, it's a hand spree. How strange. Crop 23 inch. Okay, 1920 by 1080. Yeah, so that should be... what I want. Oh, this one doesn't say, do you want to keep this configuration and all that like it usually does. So, and there's no other hertz. 60 hertz is all it's going to let you do. It's even got the name of it up in there. That didn't used to do that. That's cool. But yeah, the others wouldn't be even right. 1600 by 1200, that's like my laptop settings. Okay, so that's what I want. And I'm sure there's no Mem Test in here. You really need to boot up to Mem Test. You don't. I mean, you can. I think it will run in. Let's see. Get into DNF. I don't know why that's opening up off to the side like that. It usually opens up in the middle, I think. Oh, probably because I had to change the display. Things are still kind of... Yeah, so a lot of times it bugs me, so I end up rebooting anyway. But... we'll see if we can install Mem Test and add it to the boot menu, and it's always a good thing to have. If not, I'll boot up to a USB stick and run it off of one of those. I was just thinking like to have the newest one available, Okay. There's more updates. Not quite as many this time. Okay. Let's look for Mem Test. x86. It's already installed. Okay. What is Memster? Okay, that's all it says. Just something to test the memory. I'm going to go ahead and install it to Memtest. Let's go ahead and go to their web page and see. I don't know if that'll open up. I should open up Firefox just by clicking on the links. Yeah, it did. Otherwise, I would have to. I clicked on two links right after the other. Memtest. I don't think it was on this resolution before. I don't remember the text being this small, but that's okay. I can always hit Control Plus to make it bigger, and I'll set it to what I want here later. I wanted to see if it could run inside the operating system. Let's see. Let's bookmark it. Make a folder for it. I don't really want it in other bookmark. Yeah, I do. Need some kind of folder for it. I have to have my stuff organized that way. After when they started a long time ago, they changed from kind of, you know, expecting you to do it that way to trying to somehow organize it without it actually being organized in folders. And I had to fight with it to make it work the way I wanted it to. But I use them. I use my folders. I copy and paste them into blog posts when I make blog posts. And if they're just all spread out and kind of like, I don't even know how to say it. I guess if you use Firefox the way they kind of intend you to use the bookmarks, and I guess you know what you know how it works. Okay, builds, updates, bugs, sources, overview. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Oh, here. Okay, well let's. What do we got? What else have we got open here? Oh, okay. Memtest, Yum Extender, and this is Memtest. Another page from Memtest. Oh, that's right. There was the Memtest page, and then the. Now this is what it might tell you. They got, instead of different tabs, it's got different browser windows. I think, yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, it works on Mac. Okay. Well, I don't see anything about how they, whether or not, it seems like I remember there was one or two Mem testing apps that you could run in the operating system. Did I install? I didn't install it yet. And I already have Mem Test x86, but it's not in the boot menu. And I would like for it to be there. I think you might have to use. Okay, let's install that. You might have to. Alter the boot menu, and there was a really good app. It quit working in Fedora 23. I don't remember. Yeah, I never tried anything else. It's Grub Customizer. I mean, it's still there, still in the repos, but it wouldn't do anything. I really didn't catch it doing anything whatsoever. Now there's all these updates. Let's see. Grub Customizer. There it is. I'm going to install it because it might allow me to do what I want to do. We'll see. And it's a graphic app. It's easy to use. Well, there's a lot of settings that you really got to pay attention to. Maybe have to learn a little bit. When I go back into it, sometimes I kind of forget. As far as the updates go, let's see. How do you select all? There we go. All updates. Okay, let's see about doing those updates. There's not that many. Yeah. Blivit, GUI runtime. See, there's Blivit. That was in the install menu, and I couldn't remember what it was. So it's on here, on the system. I looked it up. I just forgot what it was. Blivet GUI runtime. I don't know. I have to look and see. It's probably something that you use all the time and don't even know what it's called, like the logon menu or something. You know, I'm not saying that it is the logon menu, but can't think of what the logon menu is called now. Anyway, yeah, it's updating quite a few different things here. So just some new updates since 2 days ago. So this is new, you know, this is a brand new Fedora, so it's going to get an update pretty often. But I'm on camera, right? Yeah, I do have a Team Viewer on this, and I could have been using it. I was sitting here thinking this whole time, well, this is be a good video. You can see all this, and but no, you can't. You're on the camera. I did the camera, started out with the camera because I knew you couldn't see it until after it was booted up, and you know, and of course I can't turn on Team Viewer until it's booted up. But now I'm getting ready to. Let's see. While I'm waiting here for this to finish updating, let's go ahead and get Team Viewer and get on it. There we go. I actually have the. Hang on. Yeah, I have the address written down. I think I wrote it down, put it somewhere. I'm moving the mic around and getting all confused here. Oh, I stuck it in the right behind my password. But I think I will have to. I think it's got a new I think it has a new password for it. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to change every time I open it. I thought it would. Every time I reboot, imagine. But the ID stays the same. Okay. Now, switch. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll finish up what I'm going to do in Team Viewer so it can actually be seen. Much better than that, it will be. Okay. Yeah. Click see, and you can't connect to a Team Viewer session with any other remote desktop app. It doesn't work. They don't talk the same language. Tried that, but that's fine. I mean, at least if you can, I don't know how to do it. Let's say it that way. Because they don't use the IP addresses, and that's how you use IP addresses on the regular VNC apps. Okay, that's the last one I was on, so it's already in the window. That should work. Okay, now what we're talking about can be seen. Okay. On desktop, yeah, we got audio. Okay, now let's go back to our updates are done, and we installed. I started to say Blivet. Blivet's not a. Yeah, it's not a graphic app. Let's see, Mem. Yeah. There's no GUI for Mem Test. Now I could run it in the terminal, but I want to see if I can. I'm going to make this full screen. I like that better anyway. See, Grub Customizer. Let's see if we can add See if we can add Mem Test to the boot menu. It'll see everything. See, there's Fedora. See, there's a new kernel now from the, and it always keeps one kernel for backup in case you get broken. You can go back and use boot to it. Always remember that when you're on the boot screen. Pay attention to that. Yeah. And then there's the rescue, which that's just a command line. And let's see. General settings. Preset to previously booted. Default entry previously booted. Oh, really? I would actually prefer. I'm going to leave it alone right now. But, well, that makes good sense for the most part. I'll leave it alone because I generally, like if you clicked up there, I don't want to change any of that right now, but you click up there and it will give you a drop-down list. But if you set it on one kernel and then if it doesn't automatically go to the newest, that's what you want, is it to go to the newest kernel. So, go boot to default entry after 5 seconds. That's fine right now. And then you can change the background colors and stuff like that. But what I want is to add I guess you do that new. Show hidden entries, script by script, show placeholders. Let's see what happens. No, that didn't do anything. I was hoping it would. So it doesn't have a new. Let's see. That's a new. It does not come up, but it's, I know that's the new. Name. Let's see. Type. Mem Test. Yeah. And chain loader, that would be like, you used to always have to do that to get XP to boot. You can boot to ISOs. Some ISOs you can boot straight out of Grub too. I used to do that a lot. So anyway, Mem Test is what I want. Search no floppy, so Mem Test x86 bin. Alright, I'm just gonna give it that name. Well, I don't know. I'll just say Mem Test x86 and make it with a capital M because I don't like the small ones. Now maybe that'll work. Type Mem Test image, none. Oh, there's a thing there, so I gotta find that. Boot. Well, it went straight to a boot menu. Oh, IMG image. Okay, so I need a Mem Test image from somewhere. I may have to get one. All there is the no. Oh, there it is, right there. Mem Test x86. Hey. And there's only one, but that's the one that actually was installed by default. So maybe this will work. There it is. Okay. Now we're going to have to say save. All right, save. Yeah, should be in there. Oh yeah, you know what's not there anymore? Windows, the Windows 7 menu. It automatically cooked that out. Well, I don't know if it was, I wasn't paying attention on the boot menu at all, but it's not in here, so maybe, see, I didn't want that being in there. I don't like, having a boot menu that's not there anymore. So maybe hopefully this will straighten all that up. Now, I think that's all you have to do. Oh, install the MVR. I think you had to do that. Or do you? Actually, only if you were reinstalling Grub, if I remember right. If all you're doing is adding an entry or something like that, yeah, that would install Grub again to MVR. You don't need to do that. That used to, I've had that work and not work too. Well, we'll see. We're going to try rebooting first and see if that worked. Because I think all you have to do when you just add a menu like that is... Now I'm going to have to get out of TeamViewer. I guess I'll go ahead and just close it. And go back and switch to my camera 2 and get on there on the KVM switch and we'll reboot. We'll see if we get what we're hunting for here. And TeamViewer noticed that it got disconnected. Okay, let's see. Log out, restart. I hope it works like it used to, because it's a really handy app when it works right. You've worked for years. I don't know if, well, just like Fedora 25, you couldn't get TeamViewer to work, and now in the 64-bit, it worked in the 32-bit, but not the 64-bit. And now it's working perfectly in 64-bit. That was off. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, looky there. Perfect. And we don't have the Windows 7 entry. Yay. Mem Test. Oh, there it is. Running. Okay, what do we got here? Press. Okay, it's running. Well, we're just going to have to watch this for a while. I mean, we can go off and do other things. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm planning on doing. Let's just look at it. I'm going to look at it for a while, and then I'll go off and... oh, I meant to take the side off of that, but I can still do that. I wanted to count the pins on the motherboard connector and see if that other power supply that I think I might be able to use, if this one seems to be bad, is got the right amount of pins and everything that I could use it. It's a 330 watt, and this is only a 200 watt, so it would definitely be better. You know, then I wouldn't have to worry about running 2 hard drives and stuff if I wanted to. And I just think that's part of the problem with this machine, is that power supply is so just running as hard as it possibly can to run that 2 gigahertz dual core AMD processor. I didn't look it up to see. I got the, what it was out of the hardware apps, test checking apps, but I never did look it up. But I bet you that thing is a 60 watt, 75 watt, 80 watt processor. So far so good. Absolutely zero errors. Let's see, this memory, 2110 megahertz, 2110 megahertz. Okay. And it's 2 gig of memory. Of course, it shows up. It's kind of weird. 1791M, 1982 megabytes. And of course, the memory could still be just fine, and it could, have problems during the memory test if the power supply is acting up. Like if it has some times when it drops, it's doesn't put out enough, then the memory would definitely suffer, not work right. So test your memory in more than one machine. Like, go ahead and test it in your machine it's in, but then before you decide it's bad, go test it in a known good machine too, before you decide that memory's bad. So this is 301 megahertz, DDR2 602, BCLK 200. I don't know what that means. 128-bit mode. Yeah, okay, there's the errors at the very bottom. Pass, 0, errors, 0. And yeah, the test percent's up there. And it'll run, see, it's already at 76%. It'll get to the end of test number 7 block. Let's see. Can't remember. I used to read all this and try to figure it out. Oh, yeah, pattern that it's putting in there. Put my hand down. You probably can't see it all. One thing it never, usually, I don't, at least the older versions of Mem Test, they didn't kind of tell you, okay, we've tested every chip on or block of memory, however they do it, say it, in all your sticks. It's kind of like you got to really pay attention to figure out have you tested. See, it's on test 8 now, moving in versions, 32-bit patterns, telling you what kind of test. But telling where you are and how much of your actual memory you've tested. For a long time, I didn't know how to tell, but just let it. I thought 20 minutes turned out not to be long enough. Somehow I kind of figured it out. Cores active, one total, run all. Somehow I figured that's been years since I've run a long memory test. And they needed to, you know. But the last time I got any bad memory, it just started failing right away, and you know, that's all I needed to know. Brand new memory, Patriot memory was terrible. Brand new Patriot memory, DDR. Well, it might have been DDR2. I can't remember now. It was. I think it was DDR3 because it was in a brand new 6-core system I was building, AMD for somebody, and had to send it back and get another stick. It was a real pain. Okay, so that's a total fail in my book. When something brand new is broke, that's junk. I will never buy it again. I will not buy that brand again. And the sad thing is you run out of brands sometimes. In some products you start running out of brands. Okay, let's see. I have to go back to this machine in order to switch, so we'll be off of that for a minute. But what I think I'll do is switch now. Oh, okay, yeah, but I'll switch back, and then you'll be able to see that camera and the screen and the Mem Test at the same time, and and I can go over here. I can carry it with me or whatever, and what I kind of had planned. Carry it with me and go and start counting the you know, those, see what I got. See if I got a compatible power supply or not. If I need to, that I would, you know, to replace with. If I decide I need to do that. Okay, so yeah, because I'm going to let this run, you know, at least about 20-30 minutes. Well, maybe not that long. If I start getting errors right away, then I won't have to keep going. But yeah, I'm not quite sure how to tell on the screen that it's, you know, gone through an entire stick and then it's moving on to the next one or anything. I remember being able to tell that before, but yeah, it just says cores 1 active, core O. So maybe if it changes to core 1, then I'll know I'm on the second stick, I would guess. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I have to go back to switch to my I have to go back in there to the other machine. Well, to do these streams, you need a really powerful laptop, and then you don't. And 2 monitors, or extra monitor, which I have a monitor already. Anyway, you could set it up so that you could always see and always control OBS without having to do this flipping back and forth. I just keep, the more I do, the more I want to improve it. Okay, so, oh, I got to get the mics changed over. Then I can get up and roam around. Okay, no more SM58. Yeah, we got the funny sounding. I get used to it. At first it bothers me listening to this lapel mic, but after a while I get used to it. So it's pretty good for $10, $9.99, and running it through the Wi-Fi and all that. It's actually pretty good sound for doing it, considering how you're doing it. Oh, I can't mash the button with the mic slid up there. It makes it too high and I can't hit it. Okay, so I'll put it back out here and do it. I have to be careful because that keyboard is on, that wireless keyboard, and it'll do things to the machine, whichever machine it's active on. I don't know. I could, well, I still have the PS2 keyboard plugged in, so if I lose my USB from switching back and forth, it's okay. It won't matter. Okay, I'm talking to the mic like I'm at it. Now, I don't know. I've got drainage again, and well, it's been so long since I started my test, but it just seems like I don't want to take that stuff too often. but I also don't want to be coughing like crazy. Well, I only take one, and the dose is 2. So if I really do need it, I guess it is okay. But I really don't like. I end up having to take them at day and night, and I don't like that. Okay, let's get this camera. I'm gonna say I don't have any way to know where I'm aiming it, but yes I do. The camera has a screen on it, so they can see much better at where you're, how you're aiming from the. There we go. You can see much better how you're aiming from the, the big preview. But ow! Oh, that's tight. It really hurts the fingers. Now, let me get my magnifying glass here. And I'll probably need something. I was kind of thinking, well, yeah, I need my chair. And something as a pointer, but I don't want to poke anything in there and mess anything up. I don't have anything that's non-conductive, so I'll just have to not be aggressive with my screwdriver. I think the long screwdriver here will be good though. Let's see. So all I have to do is count them on one side, stay out of the fan. Seems like this other side may be easier to count on. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay, 24. I don't know. This other one, I don't know if it is a 24 or not. It may just be a 20. It seems like I remember. Can't go by my memory on numbers especially very well, but it does seem like I just recently put it in, in a video, separate video, previous video or whatever. And afraid that it was a 20 pin. Move my stuff out of the way. And let's see. Let's put this over here. I don't want to accidentally bang into that, but I think I'll put this one up there. This is the one I think that I put the. Oh, this has got a tab sticking out for locking it. It's dirty. Ow. I think there may be just enough room. Yeah, it'll be a cover for the case. Let's see. I don't want that dust coming up in my face. Got dirty since it's been set there. But I believe this is the one I worked so hard figuring out what was wrong with it. I really hate, even though it's like a I think it's a Celeron D or something. Yeah, it's a Celeron. I think it's like a 2-something gigahertz Celeron. Even though it's not a real fast machine or anything, I just hate fixing it and then unfixing it, because if this power supply, if I decide it's bad, then I really, I had thought, well, I could put it in here. But if it's that wonky and won't work, won't run the machine, then I don't think it would run this one any better. But yeah, I may bend that over like I did that other one. Ow, that hurt. Fell down and hit my knee. Okay, so let's go see if we can see what we're working on here. Oh, there's one. Sorry that I wasn't thinking what I'm doing there. I found one of my allergy pills on the floor, but it looked like it was in a protected spot, so I think it still might be usable. I was blowing the dust off of it. Yeah, it's still in the screen. So Let's see. Pretty sure that this is the one. Wait, yeah, total 330 watts. And some of them have, I can tell by looking at it, it's smaller. Some of them have an extra clip-on to make it more pins, but I don't think this one does. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's a 20 pin. And I don't believe it has. No, there's not an extra clip-on on this one. So, does have, they both do have the 4-pin motherboard connector, but I'll show what I'm talking about here. I'll get the endoscope out. I'll let. Well, this is all doing its thing. Be careful, I'm going to run into that other camera, the one that's doing the monitor. Okay. Gonna have to have more cable, looks like. Let's get up here and get it first before I switch to that thing. It won't be pretty having it going every which way. It's very dizzying. Okay, so yeah, that ought to work. Now this may be right side up or maybe upside down, I don't know. Okay, I think I will I'll probably go down here to because that'll show the whole side and the close-up. Yeah. You don't have to watch a Mem Test when you can't see the letters anyway. Okay, now let's get close. 1, 2, let's see. Start at the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Thought I'd lost count. So that's 20. And there are no other. You've got, so this is an older style. A lot of motherboards used to have that. It has that on that you could use if you needed it. And then it has an extra Molex for hard drives. It has an extra one on here. And then it has the one that's plugged into the hard drive that's in it. It has a floppy connector. The 4-pin, that's what I was talking about. And I do believe there's one just like that would work, you know, in that other motherboard. Pin, you know, well, that's off the motherboard. That's a fan header for the CPU fan. This is the one with the busted. Oh yeah, I have one of these. It's for an AMD though, but the fan I have the whole cooler and everything. Got it real cheap for like $4, but it didn't turn out to be the one I thought it was going to be, and I got it that cheap. It said it fits most AMD processors of the day at that time, years ago, 10 years ago or so. Didn't have a picture of it, and I thought, oh well, $4. It didn't work with the one I had. But and this one has only 2 memory slots, and they're full. I don't remember. I think it's probably like 2 256s or something. And there's another Molex connector up there plugged into the DVD drive or CD. It's a DVD. I think it's just a reader though. I can't remember. I think it is. Oh, does it have? Oh, the button. It's really wide. Here's the button down here, and there's the drive where it opens up. That's weird. But there, yeah, there's only one drive in it, and it doesn't have a floppy either. So, okay, so it has a modem. Is this the one that had? No, that was the other one that had it had a video card, and it
had a header pin to plug something else into it, and it was shorted out. That was why it wasn't working. It was fine once I straightened them out and got them unshorted. Okay, so I'm going to put this back. Actually, while I'm here on this scene, well, that's too sharp. Sometimes you can just pick them up right in the center here. That's sharp. I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'll let this dangle. And I'll put the lid on it later. Okay, so now let's get in here, and I'll probably be able to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So multiply that by 2 because it's a 2-row, and 24. So we do not have an option. I do not have, and there's that, there's fans, I better watch out. There's that 4-pin, that would have worked. And this one, I think I've shown it before. This is actually, it's upside down. and my camera's actually pretty close to right side up. Let's turn it over. Let's see, there we go. It's really hard to hold still though. Trying to remember where the oh yeah, everything's backwards to me. That's why it's hard to do. Output. Does that say 250 watt? I think it says 250 watt max. So it's not 200, it's 250. Let me get over here with my magnifying glass. Well, it's hard to read upside down though. Yeah, it is 250 watt. So that's better than I thought. At least it's not 200, it's 250. But it is running fine now. But it has, this is that ASRock motherboard, so it has the yellow RAM slots are for DDR3 and the blue ones for DDR2. So it has two 1 gig sticks in it. That's what we're testing right now. Here's the logo. And see what it says on there. Let me see if I can turn that enough to get it right side up. DDR2, 1066, DDR3, 1600. This is an N68C GSFX. Pretty cool motherboard. So, AM3, Phenom 3, AM2, AM3. I believe, yeah, I think it'll run the 8-core FX processors. There's just certain ones. There's on their website. You've got to go to their page, and there's out of all the listed ones, like half of them it'll work on. The other half it won't work. So you really have to pay attention. I guess you have to do that with all AMD motherboards. Make sure that yours supports your processor. So now I've got so much cable out, it's sticking out in the room like crazy. It's up here. Let's see. Put it somewhere else, and just to kind of have it ready for me to use. That's what I want. Let's see. I don't want it somewhere where it'll be touching that material. That thing gets really hot. Okay. Let's go back and look at our memory test now. It's over there bobbing around showing my comforter, or my sleeping bag really, but it's my comforter. So let's get back over here. And we want to get on camera 2. That'll be good. Oh, I see. Well, let's get on camera 1 until, oh no, if I want to show that screen, I need that, don't I? So we'll say 1 and 2, I guess. And get it on the other. Well, we might as well. No point in having the double view, really. Camera 2, yeah, that'll be the monitor, and then I'll switch over so that we can both, I can't see it either, see, until I switch over there. Oh, see. Okay, pass 1. Error 0. So I guess that means one of the sticks passed. It still says core 0, SMP disabled, state running, cores 1 active, total, okay. It says AMD Athlon TM dual core processor 4050E, that's the processor. So either pass 1 means it's done both sticks, or that's the first pass and it's starting over again. But we got 0 errors. That's very good. That's actually very good news, because that means that the memory's good and the power supply is working well enough to make the memory work right now. It could have been that all my worries about the power supply, well, it could have been acting up with 2 hard drives. It's possible, you know. But with 1 hard drive, it crashed twice the last time I was on it in Parted Magic, and in Fedora when I was Parted Magic, it crashed when I ran a hardware stress test on it. That's why I started worrying about the power supply. And in Fedora, now I've forgotten what I was doing. I looked back at that video and I saw it. I don't remember what I was doing, but it did crash. Fedora 26, and that was before I did my update. So this is the first time I've ran it, and you know, since I did my first app updates. And on a brand new system, sometimes they do. They usually don't crash. They usually just like the GUI will break or something, and then it'll actually usually fix itself. At the most, you usually have to, you know, it'll tell you to log out and log back in. I usually just reboot, but it just flat crashed. So it's not you know, I mean, that's not unheard of for sure, because of the brand new system and needing some kind of update, some kind of bug, you know. At the bottom it says pass complete, no errors, press escape to exit. So it's still testing. I guess it'll keep, I think they'll keep testing as long as you want to let them run. But I guess that it tested both sticks. I swear there's some versions of this that would tell you which DIM it was on. It would say DIM 0, DIM 1, you know, and so and so. And I guess I don't see that in here. I don't see anything about which DIM it's on or anything like that. Just tells the total amount of memory and, well, L2 cache, L1 cache, all that stuff. This is kind of good, you know, no short test, so I think I may, I think I might get out of Mem Test and see how it does in the operating system. I'm going to hit escape on this USB keyboard and see if it works. Halting, yeah, it worked. Okay. I don't know, let's see. Still saying halting, so we'll wait. I don't know if you get out and like reboot or what from here. Let's see. Just says down there at the bottom, C configuration, SP scroll lock, CR scroll unlock. Okay. And escape to exit. It seems like, well, I don't remember. I was gonna say it seems like all it does is just stop it. Still just says halting. It must take a little bit. And the Mem Test plus sign is red and it's blinking. I don't think it was blinking before. It's 5.0.1 is the version we're running. So I'll just leave that other camera over there pointing at the machine in case I need it that way again. And I'm gonna hit Control Alt Delete, see if it'll reboot, and if it won't, I'll hard shut it down. Now I'm kind of, well, I don't have any choice. If this machine works, it works, and if it doesn't, I guess it'll get retired until I, you know, I don't want to spend, I don't really want to spend money on it because it's, even, you know, even though it's capable of the 8-core processor and stuff, I mean, I could, you know, I thought about it. You could put 8-core in it, get a big power supply, get some DDR3 memory, and then the most it'll hold, like, I think it's 8 gigabyte. But the thing is, what I really want is, like, you know, 16 gigabyte of memory, and that'd be, yeah, and that'd be 2 4 gigabyte sticks for 8 gig. Well, I would need, you know, as big, what is it, biggest sticks I can get, you know, to get 16 gigabyte, and I'd have to have another motherboard. I mean, it'd be all right. It'd be faster than anything I've got at 8 gigabyte of memory, and you know, 6 or 8 core, either one. Well, I could get the 3200 instead of the 8350, the 32, whatever. I forget the numbers, but it's a bit cheaper, about $20, $30 cheaper. It depends, though. They've been going down. But I've always thought about this for many years. You know, I've seen these servers and how, you know, they've got so much memory and so much, you know, common 32 gig of memory is nothing on a server. And, you know, well, they were bunch of single core processors, but you could have like 8 processors. And now they usually come with quad cores or 2 8 cores or something like that. And these are the ones that are old, and they're, you know, and not the new ones. I'm not talking about the new ones. Well, the new ones are like that too, but they're really expensive. But you can get them at a reasonable price. As a matter of fact, it looks like it might end up being less than I'd spend to make this into an 8 core. So I'd rather do that. The only problem is the noise and heat, if it makes too much heat in here, you know. Of course, you can put the server wherever you want, as long as it's on your network, but I don't really have another place to put it. So I think I'll wait, and maybe I'll get a place to put it in the near future. And I could get a server with, you know, however many processors I can get and how much memory I can get. And since I like to run a lot of, you know, I like Debian, Fedora, and I like to have at least one Windows system, so I could run as many as I want, actually, in the VMs. You know, I do that a lot here on my little Linux box here. So it's not gonna do anything on Control Alt Delete. So I'm gonna shut it down. I was talking and forgot. Okay, so I'll just do this. Well, this is the only way I can show it anyway, is on the camera. So I don't remember what camera setting I'm on, though. I think I'm on 1 and 2. I don't even remember. I guess I'm gonna have to go look. So I'm either showing this or I'm not. I could just be showing the side of the machine. I can't remember now. But I'm already booting up. It's already started booting up to Fedora. So I don't want to interrupt that and mess up my video, because I have to switch back to the other machine. But yeah, and all this stuff I'm doing, well, the server would just have plenty of power for doing this. I could have one operating system running just for OBS streaming, and then the other ones could be working in. I can show them via remote desktop. That'd be a lot of fun. But it'd be fun because should work a lot better. I mean, there's a learning curve. I mean, what made me realize that I could go ahead and do it, I put it out of my mind because they had just terrible small amounts of video memory, servers do. But I found out just recently that people have been putting, you know, good video cards in servers and making it work. And some servers actually have a plate, you know, PCI slots where you can put them in. So, and now those aren't as super expensive either. Those
you know, when things get old, and they get old quick in the computer world, they go down in price. So, well, let's see about. I've got it booted up now, so let's go see about what my scene is. Well, I'll get on Team Viewer. Well, I gotta see what my scene is. Okay, it was just the monitor, so at least you saw that part. Let me go get Team Viewer. Oh, that got moved. Bumped into my. I didn't even know I did that. Oh, I'm reaching back behind me and turning it. It's pretty tricky. It's also leaning more than it was, but that's pretty hard to fix. So I might have stepped on it. I don't remember stepping on it. I don't remember bumping into it. Okay, Team Viewer. Yeah, let's go get that. I'll do 1 and 2. See, I don't. Well, you can't see. You can just see what I'm doing, but that's all. Okay. You see kind of half of me from the side. Okay, now. But at least when I talk about what I'm having to do, you can get it. You can know what I'm talking about. Okay, so what happened? I lost my video's not coming back up. I hope it didn't crash. Sometimes the KVM switch doesn't latch on when you switch, so let me go back. Wait. Okay, there that is. Okay. Ah, yeah, that's what it was. I was kind of afraid that it might have. Go to that last workspace and open it up in there. Team Viewer. Okay. Yeah, when I was all set the day after I installed this, okay, so I'll do the updates and do the transfer files over and all that, and I started having trouble with the hardware. So I was like, oh, so that's been like three or four videos ago now. Okay, so desktop. All right. I gotta get over here. Oh, I did not pay attention. It saved the password. I didn't want it to save it. Let's see. I don't think it'll work because it's going to be a different password. It did work. Okay, why did it save the password when I don't remember telling it to? And how come now? And how come now I don't know, but it worked. I'm happy about that. Since it was saved in there, I thought, well, maybe it's a pretty automatic program, but I've never seen it do that. But I'm usually a lot of time lately I've been using it in portable mode. So, oh well, it's working. I don't know why it saved that password though. Okay, so Team Viewer minimizes itself when you log in. Okay, but it's over there. I'll put it over there in the fourth one so that it won't be in my way while I'm working here. Okay, now then. Now after the reboot and all that stuff, let's just out of curiosity see if there's any new updates already. While that's rolling, let's double check everything. Okay, we're on the screencast. Well, let's look and make sure our stream looks good. Okay. I always forget that you can't go to another page while the page's still loading. It'll just hang up. So, but if I close that first page, it loads slow and go to that's just Google, the second one. It'll be there. Okay, why does it look so far? It was that far behind, I wonder. Okay, now it caught up. I don't know why it does that, but it does. Okay, but it's all working good, and that's what I want. I guess that's just how it works. Well, that's showing that again. I don't know. It does that, but in a little bit. Okay, now it's caught up. Okay, that took an hour so far. Okay, go back to our remote desktop. Yeah, it's still. Oh, I think it just got through. It was. Still working on, yeah, there's no updates. See, it defaults to showing the updates, and there's no updates. So far it's running fine. Mem Test, okay, the hardware testing thing, I've actually got, let's see, I downloaded, I think I left it on here. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. Yeah, there it is, Hard Info app. Let's see, that's a screenshot, I think. Image I saved. That's my camera pointing at the screen, and you can actually, it's blurry, but you can read that. But that was when I took a picture, and when you take a picture, you get a lot higher resolution. I was trying to find a way to make it better, you know, and I couldn't make it better. Okay, so Hard Info. Now, if I put that on, like my little SD card, I might be able to install it. The only thing is you gotta, that one's too hard to, that one you've gotta compile it. That would be my, I like it, but it'd be my last resort to go trying to compile an app. So let's go back over here and look again on this system and see if it, let's see, system, no, okay. As soon as I go over there, then you got to click back in there. Hardware lister, which I've already used. There's one that I found. Let me look on, oh, that's what I need to do. I need to look on my, oh yeah, there's a, no, this one doesn't have it. Some XFCE, I say, what's it? Maybe it's not XFCE. Some of them have, oh, you can add it. You can add a little search right built into the applications menu there, and it works really cool. It's more smarter. Okay, so let me go to, yeah, let me go to my Fedora 23. System. I found one, and I'm not sure where I put it, what machine I put it on. I found one that would do stress tests and all that stuff. And in the repos. It could have been in the Bane. I don't know. Can't remember now. Let's just start looking through the menus. I have so many apps, it's hard for me to find stuff. I don't do good at looking through lists either, so we'll look anyway. There's hardware lister. Okay, yeah, I'm on desktop, got audio. Okay, I just started thinking, making sure, I want to make sure I'm not having a problem. Okay. Application Finder, that's what I'm using. I install it, see, I've got it right there. That's the XFC App Finder. I put it on all my systems, I really like it. I can't find anything without it. Although it doesn't find every single app you have, at least not in Mate. So you have, sometimes if you know you have it, go, or if you suspect it's not finding it, to go look through the menus the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I'm looking for something to do with hardware or system. I think it was called system something. But I certainly don't see it. I sure don't see it. Okay, go back into the Fedora 26 system. Yeah, I guess I should look through these menus too, because I installed several things that I found, but only the one showed up in the Hollywood Lister's the only one that showed up in as a graphic app. The others I could run them in the command line, but unless they just if they have a bunch of switches and commands you got to learn, then I'm not going to fool with that. I don't remember the names of them. I guess I probably took, if I took screenshots while I was installing them, I could find the names, but that's what I do most of the time. Okay. I'm looking for, okay, Yum Extender is in administration, which this is all, you know, it's different than Mate, the way it's laid out, so. And the search is not always there. You got to click on that search icon. Let's make sure that it's set up to search right. Yeah, it's staying the way I left it. Okay. Sysinfo, let's try that. I don't know if that'll be good or not. I think I already did system info and hardware info and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, the app could be called, I think it's called System Info or something, though. I was like, or at least that was part of a lot of times they have a different name up at the top than the actual package name that you download and install. And that makes it get confusing, actually. Here's a list. Oh, see, it says, the search is not very good because it goes sys and info instead of, you know, it doesn't do it as a phrase. Does it as an and or I guess actually instead of doing and it does or. It does sys or info instead of sys and info. That's what I mean to say. I said that wrong the last 2 or 3 times. I'm gonna go on down to where the S's start. Let's see. Because I do think that the one I'm thinking of that I found was sysdata collection of performance monitoring tools. Okay. System D, switchboard. Let's see what these are. This is cut off here. And it's, you can't make, oh, there we go. There's no, oh, there is, oh, I've got that weird theme. I have never changed my appearance. I got to change this theme. It's really bugging me. I think Clearbooks is one that I like. What about, I think Clearbooks is one that I like. I'm going to go with that. Okay, well, no, it still has that tiny little, maybe it'll change whenever I close the app and open it back up, but see what I'm saying is, well, this one's, oh, there's not one, there's nothing in it. I don't have anything open that I can show it, but anyway, it's normally, it stays the same, and it's wider so you can see it and grab it. I don't like when they disappear. It confuses me. Okay. I already have it installed. Sys, S-Y-S-S-T-A-T. Okay, so I think I'll just run it. Got to get in the right. I don't have any shortcuts up here, so it really throws me off. I don't want to make it full screen. Then I don't remember how to get in and out of full screen. I might have trouble. There's some you get stuck in, and I can't remember that you can only get out by a shortcut key. Forgot what it was I wanted. I think I'm going to copy and paste it in there. I don't think my brain is clear enough tonight for me to type. Okay, so that didn't work. That's not the command to run it. Let's look and see if, I know it's not, there's not a G,
I don't think there's GUI. Yeah, see, there's no GUI app called Systat. Oh. SAR command collects and reports system activity information. The information, oh, it's a whole bunch of collected by SAR can be. Let's see. The IOStat command reports CPU utilization, tapestat, mapstat, pidstat, process ID, SIFStat, I don't know what that is, SIFS, IO statistics, okay, IOStat, the one I would guess I would want is SAR. Okay, there's something there. But I could just run top or one of those top apps. They show everything. I was going to do that. CPU. Oh, that's so basic. That's just remembered top. I'm not sure if I ever did install. I installed something like to do with top. I remember that. Let's do this. System info. Maybe that'll change it up a bit. And I don't think you can make things into phrases. Let's try it and see. I think you just get nothing. It hasn't changed. I don't know if it's behind. Oh, it's still working. See what happens. I gave it a new search, and then I guess I didn't wait before I tried to change it up. It will let you search that way. Well, let's see what we ended up with. I don't think you. Well, I don't remember being able to do that in Fedora 25. I spent lots of time playing with it when I had it on the laptop, and I don't remember it letting me do that and having it work. Lots of things come up, but they're not system info app. Well, there's one, LS hardware lister, and then ISOF utility. Okay. That's still too much. It's stuff that's not related to system info to me. System information. It may just be throwing it off doing the quotes. And it's quit searching now, and it's not. I don't think it had ever taken that search. Oh, I spelled that. F-O-R-M-A-T. No, I didn't spell it wrong. I need to make the text bigger on this system. Well, no, I probably don't if I was actually on it. It just looks small on the remote desktop, I think. Desktop? Yeah, okay. Well, it's running fine and not giving any trouble now, so that's good. I'm still trying. I mean, that's fine. Even if I'm not running the system info app or the, let's see, benchmark. That's what I need to search for. There may be several of them that I never paid any attention to, or maybe I'll find the one that I've been trying to find. Finger server. This is definitely not finding it. I did find that hardware info, but that's not even the one I really want. I think they use it as one word, benchmark. Let's see. That's already done, it looks like. And didn't find anything. I wish it would come up with something and say nothing found. instead of just leaving it blank. Because that little old swirly thing is so small, and it's way off to the right of where you search. If it was right here close, then maybe I would notice it better. Or if you move the mouse around, then you can see it doing that, but I leave it right there. I use the keyboard as much as I can for most things. I don't grab the mouse until I have to. Well, with the lid off, it's not a quiet machine, but it's not bad with the lid on it. It's not a quiet machine, but it's not real loud either. But you definitely notice it with the lid off. That's why I kind of like leaving it on. Okay, so now I guess we got bench or mark. Let's see. And if I just search for bench, it could be better. I keep going with 2 words and then graphing because I get too much stuff. File system benchmark. Now see, I wrote benchmark and didn't get that, but now I'm getting this. Bonnie. Not Bunny, but Bonnie. Benchmark suite aggressively reads and writes. No, I don't want to do that. That's for testing your hard drive and stuff, or whatever kind of file system you want to test. Let's see. It's also useful as a hardware disk and file system stability test. Exposing some types of hardware kernel failures would overwrite be difficult to detect. Sounds like it'd be useful if you really were really knew how to handle all that kind of stuff, how to do it. Sometimes the name will tell you what it is pretty good, and sometimes the description is the only way to really tell what it does. I kind of try to look at both. Try to look at the name in one eye and the description in the other, or summary. I would call it the description. Some of them I recognize the name, you know, because I've used them before too. That's the other reason why I look at that. I'll go back to the top because I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention when I was going to the top, to the descriptions, summaries. Okay, it's not. What's the benchmark for block compressor? Lossy. I don't know what that is. Okay. As you can see, it can take a long time to search and find. And the thing is, the search function is different in each. It works better. You can do a 2-word search and get a lot more narrowed down results in Yum Extender than you do in Yum Extender powered by DNF. And Synaptic was my favorite back before I knew, well, before it quit working. You could run deb app, because it's really for the Bane, but you could run deb apps in Fedora without much problem. And Synaptic is what I used for years, and then it stopped acting funny and not working quite right, and then it got to where it doesn't work at all. And so I had to switch over to using Yum. First I used Apper for years. That was the default in Fedora, and then, well, they quit putting Apper in there and started just putting Yum Extender in there. Yum Extender. I think the app name is YumX. But yeah, looking through all this can really
take time, and then I miss just what I'm looking for. It just all starts blurring and blending into each other to me. I can't differentiate that for very long. That's why I really depend on searches. I'm going through lots of stuff. But I mean, look how much stuff I've got here. I'm going to go back to bench. I'm just tired of looking through it. I mean, I got hundreds and more things to look through. So that brings nothing. Search is over. Bench is no telling how many things you'll get is under bench. I think I have it spelled bench. Maybe that's my problem. Yep, that was it. I spelt it benchmark. I guess I need to make that text a little bigger. It is really too small for me. See, my regular system text is much bigger. I changed the text size, I think. I probably need to go do that in here. But since I've already done that search, let's see what we get. It's a whole lot less stuff. Okay, so I just can't see. Blind in one eye and can't see out the other. Okay. Finding all kinds of high-tech stuff, servers for benchmarking servers and stuff. I just want a regular desktop benchmark app. HTTP stress and benchmarking. That's probably for a server. Yeah, it's for a server. I got not finding anything. There's got to be at least one. I know there is. I did look, and the one that I wanted to install, the one that I didn't want to fool with trying to compile, the one I'm saving time by looking through all these files and yeah, mixing it. Well, the thing is, sometimes when you try to compile an app, it works perfectly, and sometimes you get into open a can of worms, and you've got to learn, you got to go read, you got to find out what to do to make it work and all that stuff. And that can end up spending a day or two. And I've done it, and I don't do that anymore. It's not worth it. Random access, oh, that's the one I saw while I was disk benchmarking. Benchmarking tool for backup program. Network benchmarking, socket perf. Spooky C, Seaport of Bob Jenkins Spooky Hash. What is that? Oh, how funny. Okay, and system performance benchmark, which I already have installed. This is a different one than the one I was looking at a while ago. This is SysBench. Good impression about the system performance without setting up complex database benchmarks or even without installing a database at all. Current features allow to test the following parameters: I/O, scheduler, memory allocation, POSIX threads, database server. Oh, well, I don't have a database server or anything. I just want to test the basic GPU, CPU, and the basic functions of the system.
This is mostly about more commercial type work, you know, more type stuff. I'm just not finding it. Oh, I was rolling with my, made it minimize this. I don't know why it does that. It's, maybe my mouse is getting old. I can't get it to come back up. There. That's weird. Did that with the mouse wheel somehow on accident. Yeah, this is not the theme that I wanted either. I think it just didn't change because I settings, let's go to the appearance again. Let's see. Yeah, I'm on Clearbooks. Clearbooks Classic. Looks like it's not changing. Fedora icon theme, fonts. I do need to make those a little bit bigger. Let's see. That's a little too big. Go to 11. Yeah, I think that's about what I usually do. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Now maybe when I open something else back up, it'll be more like, no, that's still got that weird extra, that error and all that weird stuff in there that just messes things up. I don't know. I don't feel like messing with it right now. Let's see. Yum. So this is why I like to make install scripts. I mean, I spend enough time looking for one app, I could have just installed, you know, 100 apps with a install script, even though you get stuff you may not need. Or if some of them may not even work, you might only get 98, 99% of them in there. But it can really get, unless you got a good memory and you can remember the name of the apps and stuff, it can really get aggravating trying to find. You know, you got one app, okay, I don't remember the name, but I know what it does. And you can just work and work and work trying to find it. Let's see. Okay, I ran Mem Test and looked like it was fine. Remember, I'm looking for my notes of the names of those apps. Of course, I know the name. I now know the name of that one because I have it downloaded. But I was trying to. Now let's go in here and say. I typed wrong. What is going on here? My keyboard's going nuts. It's not typing what I'm typing in there. If I go slow, it works. Performance graphing tool. If I go fast, I do SYS. You know what? I'm starting to wonder. No. I don't know. Maybe my keyboard is pretty darn old. Whenever I do that, SSY. You know what? I may have to start. I have an identical one of these keyboards that I hardly ever use, and it probably wouldn't. It may be wearing out. It goes SSY. When I tap SYS, it does SSY. I'm doing it fast. Now it did YSS. I've been having all kinds of trouble when I do that to find my folders and to put it in the right bookmark folder in Firefox. And I thought it was Firefox had changed the way it worked. Then it started hitting me. Maybe my keyboard's not working right. You know what? That just shows me what I'm typing as I type it. SSY. But if I slow down, it still doesn't always work. If I really slow down, it works. And that's what I've been having to do. I noticed that if you slow down too much, it won't work in the bookmarks thing. You know, you can't go too slow because it doesn't
group them together. Could be because I have a wireless keyboard plugged into it. I'm not using it. Turn that off. I only use that. I only use it when I'm trying to. Can't see it to tell if I turned it on. I didn't turn it off. I was actually going the wrong way. Okay. I'm just going to turn them off. Yeah, that's. Well, I'm going to unplug it too to make sure, because I might want to. Oh, that. It could be using up voltage. Too much of the voltage. Well, that's hard to get out of there. It's way up under. Let me switch so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's see. Yeah, you can see where my left hand is. There's up under here. There's a USB. Okay, I'm gonna have to get my. It's been in there for almost a week now because I've been using it a lot. Not that how long it's been in there, but I mean I keep forgetting that it's in there. There we go. Now. And I think I will just put it in its little, there's a spot for it inside the battery case of the mouse. I'll put it in there, and then last time I did that, I couldn't find it for a while. It's like, oh no, where is it? But, go back to desktop now. Okay. I'm talking on the wireless this whole time. I've been trying to make sure I'm sticking to my SM58 and everything. I never did switch it back. I mean, at least I got audio. I've looked up there. I don't know how many times. Oh yeah, I got audio. But I had meant to switch it back. I should have echoed a little bit there. Okay, now I'm back on the SM58. Some of the junk I was doing, moving around and forgetting, getting away from the mic, at least it didn't give my audio bad. My mic was right there on my shirt. Okay, but that's what I wanted. It was that, SM58. Okay, look again. Boy, my mind is dull tonight. Okay, probably why I'm not finding what I'm looking for. Desktop, SM58, okay. System info apps, Tip Top, that's the one I installed. I'm gonna have to try my other keyboard though. Oh yeah, let's try that. Let's see. It's still doing it. If I type like I normally do, now it's just almost random. I mean, it's typing the letters I type, but not in the same right order. I mean, I know I'm hitting them right. If I hit them really slow, it works. But if I go fast, it gets it wrong every time. Okay, so there's a problem here. All right. So I've been thinking I might try that, get that other. I'm not going to do it right now because it's kind of it's all behind the table where that machine that I'm working on is. But I got a feeling I may have to retire my beloved HP keyboard. Well, at least I have another identical one. I've been using this since I don't know when I got it. 2000, 2001, 2, something like that. It could have been 99, but I've had it for a long time. I can't hardly top on anything else, and I like this mouse. It's a Microsoft, actually, Microsoft IntelliMouse, and it has 2 extra buttons on each side, and you can go backwards and forwards in the web browser. That's usually when I use it, but you can do it in some apps too, apps that page left and right. So anyway, Tip Top. Now and it's evidently not a graphic app. Let's see. I'll try running it. Let's see what it has in it. And then there's another one called that for monitoring time. It's for monitoring. Okay, I don't think that, but I was talking about Top. Let's try running that. I don't know if you run the tip top. Yeah, you run tip top. Okay. That's still not the kind of thing I want. This is not going to give, this is just telling you what's process IDs, what's going on in that way, you know, what apps you're running, which I use the system info apps to find that out. Task Manager is one of them. Oh, this is a little different. This is the one that came with the XFCE. Now that's cool. You got to search, and you can organize it by, let's see, PID, RSS. What is RSS? The one I use all the time. Okay, now see the one that uses the most CPU, which is actually TeamViewer. Yeah, that's the one at the top now. And see, well, this is the one I like. It's called, it's the KDE System Monitor. It's just called System Monitor. And you can search for the app that you want. You can organize it by CPU, memory, username, name, shared mem, window title, and I leave this running always. And it has that big graphic view too. I think it uses some system resources. I don't get on it very often. And it's not super heavy. I mean, see, it's not up there in the top. It isn't at the bottom. There it is. Let's see. Is it called K-Sysguard? Is that what it actually called? Might be. There, I think that's it right there. But anyway, OBS is, of course, the one using the most of everything right now. And but yeah, this one's all right too. That's, I don't know what this one is. It's different from the one that comes with Mate. It actually uses a lot of resources, and I don't use it. But this one has a little bit of everything built into the top, except for the PID is fine. The process ID, RSS. It looks like it's got to do with memory. I don't know what that stands for though. I've never run into one like that. You might be able to change what it shows up in there. I don't know. But again, what I was wanting was, I guess I should have just went straight to that and tried it out. I thought about trying it out in my, I put that in the wrong machine. Did it mount? Not yet. I'll wait for it to mount and then I'll take it back out. I guess it's going to mount. You know, it might not do that in XFCE automatically. It's kind of looking like it's not. Oh, there it is. It was just taking a while. But I didn't put anything. It says mount volume. Well, it should already be mounted. I guess it's not actually mounted until you go to it. So I'm going to take it back out. And I'm going to put it in that machine that I'm, my main machine here. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to copy. Let's go to it over here in Crusader. Go to my files folder, downloads. I want to copy that hard info app over. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and copy the whole thing. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll just copy the whole thing. But I unzipped it. I've learned that all of it's only 2.3 megabytes, no big deal there. But I've learned that when you whatever machine you unzip on, that's the permissions you have, and you'll end up with trouble. So I'm just going to leave the zip file in there and then unzip it again over on the onto this drive. But I'll do it even on that other machine just to make sure. And then, actually, I'll unzip it to the home folder and try to go ahead and install it. So now I clicked on the wrong thing. Eject it. So depending on what do you want to empty the trash before unmount? Yeah, actually, because I know what that is. That's what I just got through deleting. So I'll put it in there on the other, back on the ASRock. And this time, acts a little different. I think Fedora 26 has made a few fundamental changes there. And there it is. Now I'll just click on it, and I guess that should mount it if it wasn't already mounted. Should have looked at it again to see. Still don't have my Crusader installed or anything, but here's the drive. And hard info. Now we'll just unzip it. I guess we'll have to extract here. I'm just going to extract it. Oh, that's not really where I wanted to extract it, but that don't matter. I'll move it. Now I want to move. Let's see. Can't send it to anywhere. You have to. I'm going to cut it. Put it in Dawn because that's where I want to install it. I wonder if that's going to show up on my desktop. No, good. I don't like it when everything you put in your home directory shows up in your desktop. Okay, that's a different looking file manager. Let's see if this one here is any different. Yeah, it's the same. What file manager is that? That's Thunar. I like Thunar, all right. It's one of these kind because you can do more with it. You can open it in root mode and you can change file permissions and stuff when you need to and stuff like that. Okay, but we have to do the README to learn how to install it. Where is it? README MD? I didn't remember it. Config HCMake. Yeah, that's it. Make shell. There's no and sometimes there's a folder that says install, and to do is usually what they're gonna. Let's look at it, but that's usually what they're gonna do, not what you do. Report ability to more reports. Yeah, that's the to-do list. What they're gonna do. There's Abby Word, and it's not acting crazy like it did last time. It's not that spoke too soon. Of course, I went up to the top. Oh yeah, it does that. It does that when you go. Oh, I see. It does it when you slide that. It's not a feature. It's not a bug. It's a feature. Okay, so we'll see about all that. README. Okay, I just don't know what it's gonna. I think last time it opened all okay on its own. Yeah, it opened up and everywhere. Now it's doing that again, but it wasn't that README. Is a different one, I think. Okay. Profiler benchmarker. This is the one I like from Parted Magic. It's not in the Fedora repos. I'll look again in Fedora 26. I think I only looked in. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is it crashing? It won't respond. I mean, I only have. Oh, there we go. Okay. I could be giving it. Well, it didn't seem like it'd be that much. Well, Abby Word actually. I think it actually does kind of work a system hard for some reason. It's like it always used to. I used to use it back in like Fedora 5 and 6. Because that's what I mean, I didn't know. Well, I don't even know if OpenOffice was out at that time. But anyway. Yeah, there's no hard info app. Now when I'm typing in there and I'm going fast, it works fine though. Huh, that's strange. So I'm going to close this since I was going to go ahead and try doing that installing. Okay. Yeah, it's blinking and all that stuff again. That's really, there's something wrong there. That's not good. That looks like it's running out of video memory is what it seems like. Okay. Oh, you got to have these. I may not have those. And that's the thing. When you compile something like this, it's not going to find these and add them for you. So you got to go back and install them. Create a build directory and build from there. Hard info. Make directory build. Okay. Hard info. CD build. Why is that in there? No, that $sign. Huh. There are some. That's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to try to open that up in a text. There we go. Leaf pad's good. Try that. Okay. Yeah, it's not doing all that. Okay. Make sure we're still, desktop screencast. Okay. Variables. CMake build type can either release or debug. Oh. Well, I don't want debug. Install prefix 6 installation prefix. Default is user local. Distribution general changes to USR. Hard info no sync disables network synchronization default disabled by default due to server service was lost. Oh. To set variable paths, use CMake D command line parameter, for example. Build CMake network sync are enabled if libsoup are detected. If having trouble building the libsoup, disable it with build CMake. Setting up. Most things in hard info are detected automatically. However, some things depends on manual setup. Sensors. If your computer is compatible with LM Sensors module used, by example, the Sensors Detect program included with the LM Sensors package of the Bane. Okay. Base distros, and be sure to have the detected kernel modules loaded. Oh my gosh, this is one of the most involved build instructions that I've seen in a while. And then HDD temp to obtain hard drive temperature. Be sure to run HDD temp in daemon mode using the default port. Memory speed. The memory EEPROM must be loaded to display info about memory hardware installed with the mod probe. EEPROM refers to. Man, I don't want to try this on this brand new system and have it be all wonky and have it in there. But I don't have much room. I just have hardly any. I have like 3.1 gigabyte left on my. I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be that big, but yeah, 3.2 gigabyte. But I don't know. I've decided I need to quit installing and keep this thing running until I can get this other one done for my mom, and then go back and upgrade mine. And get rid of that Windows 7 that's taking up space is what I'm going to do. So I'll have twice as much. I'll double my space. I'll use this whole hard drive instead of half of it. Yeah, but yeah, I started try to install this the other day. Oh, there's more. No, I was at the bottom. I mean, I wouldn't get into all that other extra junk. I would just do the basic. Make directory, hard info, CD build CMake. I don't know why it just has 2 dots after it like that. I've really never seen that before. I'm not sure what they're telling. Sometimes that it's not obvious what you're supposed to type in there and what's just part of the instruction. That $sign kind of makes me, okay, I think that's what you put in there. But it shouldn't say hard info. It should say user with usually they use the $sign to let you know that's what, the terminal window. Some of them have see the $sign. Okay, but see what it says is Don ASRock. So what they should have in there is like user, or root if you needed to be root instead of, so those are the commands though, like that. Okay, that makes a little more sense except for the 2 dots after CMake. I guess you type those in there, or do you just type CMake? I don't remember, not that I remember this all, like, commands and stuff all that well, but I don't remember seeing commands like that. Well, I really need to know something about this machine, so. Didn't let me copy it. I mean, it's short enough I might be able to. Let's try Control-C. I'm pretty sure you're going to have to be root user, though, to do this. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to check the system the way you want it to. Control V won't paste into the terminal, though. You got to do. Yeah, that worked. I don't know why I couldn't use that. Okay, it worked. Made a directory in Don, I believe, because that's where I'm at. CD build. Okay, we're just going to do what it says. Hit Control V again without thinking. Okay, we're in build. Okay, now I'm just going to say cmake space ... Oh, now I can do the copy like normal. I don't know what was going on there. Cmake command not found. Maybe you're supposed to. Let's go in the directory and see. Let's go into that. Where is it? Should be a build. Oh, I should be. It didn't make it there. It made it there, but that's fine. Actually, I could have left that in downloads. I may move it to downloads. Okay, there's nothing in there. So, what are we supposed to be doing here? We went into, maybe what I was trying to do would have maybe all I really need to do is just say cmake and make. Let's see. In my folder right here, cmake. Where is it? No, that's text field. Configure cmake. No. I don't think I know enough about this to do it. I don't think I do. This is not like usually you can look in the directory and see what the file. It'll tell you run so and so file in the main directory, you know, in the root directory of this app, of this setup folder here. But see, I did exactly what they said. I thought that was really weird. I thought maybe that ... was just like telling you it's going to be working. I'm still not sure, but I mean, you go back there to build and run cmake. Well, it's an empty directory, so you can't run anything in it. It just made a directory called build. And even if I copied all these files over there from my hard info master there, there's still no cmake file. Well, maybe there's not a make cmake list text config hcmake. Yeah, there's a cmake folder. Translation cmake junior installer cmake. But it didn't tell you to copy these files over into your new build directory. I'm losing my place in make. I mean, you got an empty folder there, so I mean, I might be able to open a folder here, you know, open a terminal here. Now I'm thinking I don't really need root privileges. I'm going to try that, yeah. Nope, no cmake in there. Can't do that. Alright, well this is why I didn't start this from the beginning. I just have not, when I do learn how to do this in one program, it changes to the next one. It just gets into a headache, and I learned how to do computers in the graphic user interface in the GUI, the GUI. And back when I used to do Windows all the time, I found all kinds of ways to get around doing stuff like that. And I've always been able to do it in Linux, and except for certain things. And so, I mean, you've seen, I mean, if you're looking at any of these videos, I'll do the, you know, the basic stuff, really, just doing my updates and stuff like that. But compiling and doing all that junk, I don't want to do that unless I really have to. I'll do it I've done it with prototyping boards and stuff. It's pretty much the only way you can do that stuff. But so We're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Let's get rid of that stuff. I think it deleted it. Either that or it's slow to show me what it did. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to. I hit delete on the keyboard and it said, "Oh, unable." See if I can do it that way. Yeah, right click and delete. Sometimes some of your keyboard things won't work when you're doing remote desktop. Team viewer. Where's the oh, I unpacked it straight from the 32 gigabyte card to my home directory. Okay. So yeah, I think I'll take that out now. Go ahead and don't have your file manager open with it unmount volume. With it in unmount finish. It's weird, instead of it going away like normal, it tells you, I mean, that's good. It tells you exactly what's going on. It tells you it's not finished and you can safely remove it. And then it stays up there for a while. That's all right. That's actually much more informative than the way it usually does it. Just not used to it. Okay. Oh. Let's see. It's been running a long time, and I've been doing all kinds of stuff. And running DNF a lot. No problems. But and I can't find doggone another app. That's the only one I actually know the name of that will do benchmark. Let's see. I did it again, benchmark. I'm probably doing that. Probably misspelling it. My fingers go wild sometimes. Most of the time, though, the keyboard types fine. But the only thing that comes up under hard or hardware is hardware lister, and that doesn't do that. As far as hardware, you know, those kind of tools. And I do believe I installed one called System something. Maybe it was maybe it wasn't. It wasn't. I'll go with the regular Yum extender in my Fedora 23. See if I can find it. Oh, I think I typed that wrong. Oops. Let's see, what did I say? System information. See if it makes a liar out of me. See if it does system or information, or does system and information search. See if we get a whole bunch of a long list, and I guess I'll be made a fool of. This is regular Yum extender, not Yum extender DNF. But in 25 won't let you install it. I don't know about 24. I don't think I ever actually installed 24. I think I just ran it in the VirtualBox a little bit. And the only thing you got to know that it's searching is the but it all goes kind of dark, and you can see the little ball spinning. So this is in Mate desktop with whatever theme I got. This is the theme I like. Why don't I look and see? Where is the appearance? Look and feel appearance. There we go. Custom. It says custom. I don't know what I really changed, but oh yeah, mist, glossy, traditional. Okay. Oh, it's not called what I thought it was. Glossy's one I used to use. I don't know what's custom about it. I think because I changed the font size or something. Yeah, I'm using 11. That's probably what it is. Okay, system information. Well, that's a pretty long list, but it's not as long as I was getting before. And there's a bunch that are installed. I'll see about the ones I have installed. Yeah, it's not finding it so wonderfully in here either when you type. Now, there's LSHW, that's hardware lister. That's the craziest one. Hardware lister, its package name is LSHW. I had so much trouble finding that because of that. Other things that don't have really anything to do. The same, it's still not narrowed down as much as I want it to be. It's still, things that aren't. But I do not believe you can put it in the quotation marks and make it into a phrase in here either. I don't believe. I ought to try it and see. I do something. I just remember and forget, remember and forget. Systat collection of, oh, that's the one I saw a while ago. Yeah, that's all command line stuff. I'm seeing some of the same ones. Well, I'm not going to sit there and read through all of them like I did a while ago. Oop, I tapped SYS and I got SS. Did it wrong again. Huh. The only thing I can figure is maybe this just happens in Yum Extender. Maybe my keyboard isn't bad after all. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, so system information. Okay, I'll type system info. I guess I should just, with the quotation marks, yeah, I get nothing. And I can type fast in that window and it's fine. And I can still get nothing though. System information. Okay, so I don't know where I saw this one, another one that would do benchmark. Did I look for benchmark in there? Can't remember. Benchmark. Okay. Bonnie. Yeah, there was quite a few in there, wasn't there, in the 26. And this is Fedora 23. It's about the same amount of apps, it looks like. Root Proof Bench. This package contains steering class for proof benchmarks. Huh. What's this? RESTful benchmark. RESTful bencher that can use to benchmark Rados GW performance. I don't know what that is. There's that Spooky C. There's this i686 and a 64-bit. There's that HTTP server benchmark for one for Extreme. So I can't find just a hardware benchmark. I know that ain't gonna bring up anything because, oh, it did. Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie file system benchmark suite. Oh, that's about the reading and writing on the file system. And then this is Phoronix test suite. Equivalent of quantitative benchmarking and clean, reproducible, easy to use manner. Test suite consists of a lightweight processing core, PTS core. Benchmark consists of a XML based Oh, well, that sounds like what I could use, and I don't have it on here. Let's see, it's only 702 kilobytes. I want to do a screenshot of that so I can find it again. I guess I should go to it. Oh, I don't have Firefox open, but it's going to do a screenshot of Firefox now. Looks like it's not going to be open in time. Okay, so let's pull this back over to my workspace 2 where I like to keep it. I should have done that shouldn't have done that right then. I got to remember I'm working this machine hard too. Okay, let's go find this. So I've already seen it before, but it wasn't in any folder. Now, this is where I was talking about where it doesn't work right anymore. I used to say LIN and go straight to Linux. Now it goes, I do it over and over and over, and then maybe finally it'll go. Now there's something weird. Why is that out? When I order these in alphabetical order, those are all out of order, right in there. That's weird. There must be. Sometimes you get a divider in a weird place. There's these dividers that can be in there, and it makes things. All those are out of order, and I have sorted it recently. But you just have to. Finally, what I was looking for is Linux apps to try out folder that I wanted to put it in right there. Okay, sometimes it'll take you right to the folder that it kind of watches what you do and it'll take you right to the folder that you've been using. Let's see if it has. Doesn't really tell me whether or not it has. Okay, this is a graphic app. This is what I want. Okay, let's install this. If it works in here, okay, then I'll put it on the Fedora 26 and use it. Okay, the only other thing is this PHP thing. Okay. I won't do any more screenshots because I need to close that. That uses up quite a bit of memory. Every screenshot you take uses up memory, and it won't take them out of there. You have to go take them out of there manually, and I don't know how many I have in there. But I'm trying to not install new things. I'm used to just whatever I want to install, something I install it, you know, but I've filled it up. I got to make more space. This is on my Fedora 23. I'm not on the 26 system right now. Oh yeah, I want to close this. I should be able to. I don't want to keep. Yeah, especially since I'm installing. That's the other thing I'm installing. Using Yumx. See, that uses a lot of resources. So I want to make sure we are not messing up here. That's the other reason why I should have been hesitating to do that. Should have just installed it on the other machine. Forgot what the name of it is already. Oh, Phoronix. Phoronix. Oh man, Phoronix test suite. Okay, well, when this gets completely finished, I will see. I should be able to find it in with the app search. As small as those are, it should be done by now. It says it's done, but it's not actually completely done because it's still working right there. Of course, normally I don't sit there and watch it either. How's everything doing over here? Yeah, I don't want to open up Firefox right now. I could open it up on the other machine though while that's finishing up. What happened there? X screensaver. I didn't know I had that turned on. That's on that machine. It locked. I don't like that being on. Okay, let's see. Well, it's finished. At least it didn't stop me from being able to do that on remote desktop. That's wild. Phoronix. Let me turn that off though before. I didn't think. Okay. Okay, that's just the power manager, and that's what but I don't guess I did the screensaver settings. There it is. It was that one, the X screen. See, there's two of them on there. Oh, that's screenshots. Okay. This one has X screensaver, which actually, if you end up with that on that and the other one, whatever it's called, on Mate desktop, then they'll kind of conflict, and you got to make sure you don't run both of them. Didn't open up. Maybe it's taking its time. Maybe I clicked on the wrong thing. I won't do it again right now. I'll give it, well, yeah, that's what I was trying to do. There. I don't know what happened. That's interesting. I like that screensaver. I just don't want, I don't want it locking, and I don't want it doing that. Blank after 10 minutes. Just say 60 on that. Okay, now, what else? Oh, okay. I'm going to leave all that alone. Yeah, the power management in this is not turned on. It's got two power managers, looks like. I'm going to leave that. I started to say a lot of times I'll just do, oh, that is random. That's cool. I like that one. Let's see. Oh, that's the speed and stuff. Okay, so it won't be locking anymore. Oh, it'll cycle after 10 minutes. Well, I kind of like using random screensavers. Although I haven't seen one like that in a long time. That's pretty cool. I like that one. If I can remember how to set it as the one. Disable, blank screen only. Only one screensaver. I'm going to do it on only one for now because I kind of like that. Some of them I don't like at all, you know. Now, let's get back to business here. What was that? P? I have no clue. I already went off looking at stuff. Let's see. Benchmark. Test. There it is. Phoronix. Phoronix. Test suite. That is wild. Oh, it's going to do it in the terminal. But it's also waiting for me to... I got to type that in? I mean, what's the point in having a GUI? Huh. That's weird. Said it was automated. Phoronix. The command is Phoronix Test Suite Interactive. Let's see. Edit? No, I don't want to. I want to select all, copy, cancel. Get that command out of there. Now I'm just going to run it as Dawn. I'm not going to do root because I don't know if it could. I didn't get the command. That's getting aggravating. Should be able to. Sometimes when you're on these, you can. No. Let's look at it one more time. I'm going to do that again. Edit. Maybe if I would have not closed it, do Control C, and I won't close it until after I see if I get it in there. Let's see now. You can't do Control V. There, that worked. Sometimes you have to have it open. Okay, it's worked. Do I agree? License under GNU, GPL. Well, that's good. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Enable anonymous usage statistics. Okay, that's fine. All right, system hardware. Let me go close that thing up before I accidentally mess something up. Cancel, close. Okay. All right. Processor, Intel Core i5, 3.3 gigahertz. I didn't remember it being 3 gigahertz. Huh. 4 cores, motherboard. Second generation. 4 gig, 250 gigabyte hard drive. Okay, this is good. I'm starting to like this already. Okay, run a test. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Run a suite, a collection of tests. Run a complex test. Show system hardware. Show auto detect system sensors. Set test run reception. Run a test. Okay. Run a collection of tests. Well, let's do one right now because this is not my machine I'm wanting to test on anyway. I just want to see if it's going to work, and it's running a test of some sort. I don't know what test. Run a suite, a collection of tests. Run a complex system test. Might want to do that to this other one to see if it can handle it. Show system hardware, software information. That would be good. Show auto detected system sensors. Set test run repetition. Select a task. Oh, and then 7 is exit. Oh, select a task 1, so it's still working. Okay, so while that's working, let's see if we can find that app in the Fedora 26 system and install it. I'm getting to where I'm going to take a break, though. Oh, yeah, before I go any further, let's just look and see that we are still live, at least. I haven't checked that in a while. I was going to do that over here on the Fedora 26 system so as not to overtext my Fedora 23 that I'm doing my broadcast on, stream on. There. I've been there before, so it'll go right to it. Still can't play it, but I can just see, okay, I'm live, and it seems like it's okay. All right, that's what I want to know. Now, let's go back to that DNF window. Do a search. I think if you can paste what's in your clipboard from your host machine or it's not a host machine, a remote machine. Didn't find it like that. Doesn't look like. Seemed like it would, but it didn't. Okay, but I should be able to type in just the name of that app and find it. There it is. Okay. So now we'll install that. Oh, it needs a lot of junk on this system, but it's only 11 megabytes. That's all right. It's fine. Oops. Wrong password. I was going to do the doing the wrong machine. So I'll let that install. Let's go see how our test is coming. Okay, yeah. Okay, it did it. What has it done though? Okay. Video playback. Blake Blender. Oh. It's just apps and what kind of apps they are. Graphics, processor, cache bench, cafe, Cario performance demos, graphics. Whoa, wait a minute. Maybe these are tests that you can choose from. I think that's what it is. FFmpeg processor. I don't really understand it. Let's hit 2 and see what we get. Test to install. Oh, this is going to install more megabytes and more stuff. And I don't know how much of it's going to go onto my root directory, but it may be too late. One file, 2 megabyte of disk space is needed. Well, it's already doing it, so, oh no, I can still tell it no. Okay, I'll do that, but I'm not going to keep on adding stuff to this particular system. Enter a name to save test results under. Dawn. I should have said Lenovo i5. Oh well. Both this is very different. It is about easy command line app though. I mean, it's telling you what to do and everything. Estimated trial run count 3. Estimated time to completion 4 minutes. Okay, so it's running the test and it's going to take 4 minutes. Okay. There we go. Okay. So let's go see what we got here. It's still oh, it just finished. Okay. Well, luckily I still have that command. Did I go into SU on this one or did I just do under Dawn? I think I just did it under Dawn. Yeah, I didn't do SU. Okay. SU for well, it's not sudo, it's full root privileges. But I didn't have to do that. I didn't do that and it didn't tell me I needed to, so I'm going to run this same app on the machine that I've been wanting to test all this time. Okay, this is the GNU license. Enable anonymous usage. Okay. Now, run a test. Collection of tests, complex system tests. This one I want to do 3. That's what I want. Wait, yeah, system hardware information, auto-detected system sensors. I want that complex system test. Okay. Following dependencies are needed. The process may take several minutes. We trust you have received the usual lecture from the local system administrator. That would be me. It usually boils down to these 3 things. Respect the privacy of others. Think before you type. With great power comes great responsibility. Sudo password for Dawn. Okay. I don't even know if I don't really actually have sudo installed, I don't think, but let's see. Now, is it asking me for, it's going to be the root password, I think. Sudo, generally the sudo password is your regular user password, but this is not a Debian or Ubuntu, not Debian, not a Ubuntu system, so I think it's going to be the root password. We'll find out. No. Okay. Oh, so my regular password. But you know what? I'm actually glad I'm not in root because I don't want to mess this system up. Okay, there are. Yeah, Dawn is not in the suitors. This is funny. I was talking about this the other day. Dawn is not in the suitors file. This incident will be reported. Reported to who? Dawn, the system owner administrator, who just typed this. There are dependencies still missing from your system compiler and development libraries. Perl compatible requires expression. Ignore missing dependencies. Proceed with installation. Skip installing the tests with missing dependencies. Reattempt to install the missing dependencies. Quit the current Phoronix test suite process. I'm going to quit and just start it up again. And I'm going to get me a new command line. I probably just should have saved all that from. Well, it wouldn't. This terminal doesn't save everything you do, so I'm going to start with SU, and then I should be able to do it. That's why I did that. And if I want to save this terminal session, well, I'd have to be using a different terminal, one that doesn't get rid of, that shows everything you did, no matter how long it gets. 3. Okay. Now this time, following dependencies. Okay, see, it's going ahead and doing it because I was already had root privileges. So it's going ahead and installing the ones that need to install. The first one it's already installed, so it's skipping it. And then make so-and-so is already installed, skipping. Uh-oh. Oh, that was just Firefox opening up. Which machine am I on, and why did it open up? Oh, this is that last test I did finished, and it just jumped out of. It jumped up in front of it. That's what happened. Okay, that freaked me out. Not normal, not usual behavior that I expect to see. Okay. Okay, to install that stuff. Autoconfig, GCC, patch, lib. Okay, some of it, some of it I kind of know what it is. Some of it I don't even know what it is. Install. Okay, determining test 7 files. Okay, tests installed. Okay, HTTPD, Apache, HTTPD, Apache test. I don't have a server on here. Okay, it's still working. All right, let's go see what the results of our test is. Yeah, Dawn test from my. Let's go make sure the system's not getting overworked. It's okay. Well, I'll get out of here pretty soon. But it made an HTTP file at home.don.phoronix. And there's the machine. It's laid out weird and it doesn't display well in Firefox. Look at all that. System information. Can't even read it. So, looks like you might could click on it. Yeah, there we go. So it shortcuts to these, detailed information. Well, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, feature processing comparison. Okay, so got to pay attention to which one's mine. This one here. Okay, the one on top. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you wanted to really get into all that, let's go back. That's still working, so let's go back and look at it again. Okay, I clicked on, I think at the top one, I'm not sure. Can't tell how many lines, I can't tell with this all jumbled together. I hate when it does that. I don't think making it smaller doesn't help. Sometimes making it smaller will make you be able to view it. Oh, that's the same. Let's go on down and see if it gives you the same page. It's not opening up as quick, but it's a different page. This is OpenGL stuff. I don't know, you might be able to click on all these and, oh no, that's probably take you back to their, oh, you are on their website now. So, Realtek, let's see. That would be my network card, I think. Nope, no search loaded. Huh. Gigabit. No such. Speed test. Boy, it's going to take some studying to figure all this out. That's still not as simple and easy to kind of get what's going on as that app that was on Party Magic. Detailed, that's for sure. There'll give you some numbers and percents in there if you could read them. Let's go back to that first one. Let's see. This seems to be like other machines, not mine. This is not my machine. This is. I think it's a search for how other machines of that type did. What I think. RAM speed. Let's see what that brings up. Yeah, that's help, I guess. Oh, and then here's some recent results. Okay. That's Intor. So I don't know. I don't really know what that is. Don't know. So if I could read that right there, and I might be able to, if I copy that, let me close the browser. No, I don't think I will. I was going to open up Vivaldi because it might read it. It's based on Chromium, and but I can't open up Chromium. I installed it and it was run real good like Vivaldi. It didn't use a lot of system resources. And then when I put all my Chrome bookmarks in it and everything, actually it never got through. It got up to using a gig of memory and about to lock up the system, and I just never have been able to run it again. So if you got a whole lot of bookmarks, don't put them in there. Oh, here we go. We're getting somewhere now. Would you like to save this test? Yes. Enter a name. ASRock. That's good. ASRock. Okay, I guess it'll open up the web browser when it gets done. Oddly enough, I might be able to get more out of the command line output than I would out of the... No, that's just installing and downloading the test. The actual... When that browser window opens up like it did in my Fedora 23 system, then can look over it. Maybe I don't think it'll read any better though, because it's going to be the same version of Firefox, and I don't even have another browser opened up installed in this system yet. Okay, but it's going to take a while to get it. It said it 15 minutes. Is that how long it's going to take? It's saying 15 minutes runtime to complete 36 minutes. Oh, that's right. This is the big test. And I did this one test in my machine, my Fedora 23. Well, I can't sit here that long. I could have a break. And it would be silly to sit here doing nothing, waiting on it. So I guess I'll let it run. And as it's testing, if the machine crashes or anything, it'll give me a clue right there as to how it's going to do. But, okay, well, this looks like a interesting thing with a bit of a learning curve, this app here. I need, I wonder if it has this note. Actually, I think I'll put it in, I'll just leaf pad. I need something to tell me that command. Oh, that's, how did that get in there? I don't remember copying that. Oh yeah, I did copy that. There it is though. Phoronix test suite. I can't, oops, I deleted too much stuff. Now I want to get rid of everything but that. That's the command. I believe. I think. I'll find it again and look and make sure. I certainly don't want to write the wrong thing telling me that's the command and that's not it. Oh. Huh. Well, I had just copied that whole thing. Huh. I did like that. Which should be right, though. I mean, that's... This is how I tell myself that that's the command. And it's stuff in between the quotes. Actually, why would I tell myself something that I'm pretty sure is wrong? I don't think that's right. That's what I did. Only thing is it didn't interactive. Okay. And it's going to save that as a text file. I'll have to take those. Can't leave those in there. I mean, I could maybe, but I don't like having that stuff in a file name. Then at some point it'll give you trouble. Okay, and that evidently is going to be running for a while. Tells you when it started. Okay. And where is it over here? Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I did the short test on this one. Now this one, it's got it all in there. So I can say select all, copy, and then I can go to whatever, a text app, or usually I just use, well, this time I do want a text app. LeafPad, that's good. It's a good app, not lightweight. Now I can put it all in there. And I'll know exactly what I did and what made it work that way. Now, where's my... this right here. Where did it go? This is it. I want to get that and put it up in the top of that file that I'm making over there on my machine. Well, that's taking a while to open up. Okay. So machine must be working hard doing that test. I opened it up in Abbey Word instead of LeafPad. That's the other reason. Okay. But it did work. Okay. That's what it was. It's defaulted to Abbey Word opening up everything there. So I don't have anything but, well, I do have TeamViewer running. Okay, let that keep running. Get back on my machine. And save as. Let's go to Lenovo. Okay. Accidentally. Good thing I had that in my. I believe. Let's go TXT to make sure it gets to be a text like I want it. It's got an extra space in there. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I still don't know what that big list was, unless that's what it ran. The test that it did run or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so this one, I'm going to exit, 8 for exit. Okay, we're done. I could have done that before I copied that, but that's fine. Now we're done with that, and this is going to be a while, so I will let it run. Take me a break, and I'll probably come back here after a break and show the results of this, but probably won't do a whole lot more on this machine today because I'm getting tired. And all that. So, I'm going to have to leave everything just like it is. And yeah, this must be getting pretty long. Okay, I haven't checked my stream. Let's do that before I take off. Maybe the power supply is going to be okay. I've ran it for couple of hours now without any trouble. Might have just been that the system was so brand new. I had forgotten that I hadn't updated it yet. And it might have just been kind of a coincidence that it crashed. I think I've seen other machines crash when I was trying to save that hardware report like that and have it when it was trying to open up after that report that worked some pretty hard, and then when it was trying to open up Firefox immediately, just too much, you know. Could be a bug in the Party Magic operating system. I'm not quite sure what it runs on, Debian, or it's not Debian, I don't think. But okay, looks like, yeah, we have a good stream, but boy, it's a long one, 2 hours and 41 minutes. So I definitely need to stop. All right, this is Don, and I will give the results of this one way or the other. Either come back in a little while, or just show, you know, like the HTML file the next time when I come back. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Bye bye.